Hello, my legion of little goblins. This is Gamer Dragon, and welcome back to Let's Play Amadeus, an Amnesia conversion mod. And boy, I'm still hearing that creepy sound in the background. Oh no! I can read the notes! Alright, let's see what we got, because we probably got a lot of shit to catch up on. A crowd in awe. Okay, so time to catch up on some reading. Yet another evening of utter embarrassment. Yet another evening of half-empty seats. My act does not compel the masses like it once did. The audience claps out of sheer courtesy. Those claps are but a painful reminder for a showman whose ears still remember the deafening cheer of a crowd in awe. The cheering meant more coppers, but what really kept me going was the look on their faces. In this age of reason, the world is sensible, materialistic, and solid to its very core. But if you manage to fool them even for a second, you can make them doubt. I haven't seen that look in quite some time now. Seeing a dove vanish into thin air or a woman being sawn in half does nothing for them. They've seen it all so many times before, and they are keen on reminding me of this. Soon enough, vegetables will replace words as the main outlet for their disappointment, I'm sure. To have the crowd cheer again, I need to make them believe my performance on stage to be real. I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to make that happen. I refuse to fade into obscurity. Too late! I have no idea who the major performers were of this era. An anticipated delivery. A package from the Colorado Springs auction house arrived this morning, and I'm relieved to say the automaton is now in my possession. I was, of course, very eager to test its capabilities to distinguish fact from folklore. The results were very pleasing, yet in many ways unnerving. The machine operates as expected. You ask it a question, and it taps out the letters on a board and forms an answer. I started off by asking it my mother's maiden name. To my amazement, it got it right except for the spelling. Never expected the quality of the answers to be of such disturbing precision and accuracy. The thought of this only being the symbiotic rotation of cogs and sprockets really baffles the mind. Although I must confess, a machine of this kind could make even the most rational of minds question itself. As a magician and illusionist, I've seen and mastered the most cunning of tricks, but nothing comes even close to this level of deception. Luc Van Doren truly was a genius. Although the whole session was pandered with awe and wonder, there was one instance that confused me greatly. Shortly after I had finished asking my questions, the automaton started to move its hand. It spelt out the word hungry. Does this highlight a flaw in Van Doren's engineering? For practical reasons, this is what I will assume. Any other tempting explanation would be nonsensical. This afternoon, I performed a hastily put-together act for my manager, Mr. Cameron. Needless to say, he was astonished. Immediately contacted the owner of the Longmont, the finest theater in Colorado, and booked 12 shows, first one being within a week. These are finally taking a turn for the better. The grand fiasco. It is with a heavy hand and I guide this pen. The grand opening of my new act was a complete and utter disaster. The automaton is as unpredictable as the Colorado weather. There I stood like a buffoon talking to a puppet with no response whatsoever. I have never been so humiliated in my whole career. The night's debacle might have rendered my career unsalvageable. I told Mr. Cameron that we must act fast before the word of my failure spreads like an inextinguishable wildfire. Luckily, Mr. Cameron, with his reputation on the line, managed to convince the owner of the theater to give me one last chance. The owner agreed to let me perform one of his less prestigious theaters in a couple weeks. If the next show fails, not even a well-respected and established manager like Mr. Cameron will be able to save me, and he was keen on letting me know this. I must examine the automaton. A voice from the void, where this actually starts going wrong, I'm sure. Up until now, I haven't been able to write this entry. I inspected the automaton a few days ago. The events that took place left me puzzled, and I have spent the last few days trying to make sense of it, but to no avail. It defies logic. I have most recently come to realize that logic and reason can only get you so far. This entry will serve as a documentation of the event as I experienced it. I brought the automaton to my father's prop room with the intent to solve whatever problem that occurred during my disaster performance at the Longmont Theater. I opened the hatch at the back of the automaton, and what I saw sent a chill up my spine. Some cogs were rusted and crooked beyond repair, and some had even fallen off their position. There was no way that the condition of those cogs deteriorated so drastically between the time of my demonstration with Cameron and my performance at Longmont. There was just no way. Suddenly I heard a faint whispering coming from the hatch. I questioned my senses at first, like any reasonable man would, but then came another, still faint, but yet audible whisper. It was a harsh, guttural female voice that clearly said the word hungry. I ran out of the prop room as fast as I possibly could. I have not returned there since, but fear that I must if I wanted to save my career. I'm not going to lose the estate that has been in my family for centuries. I must gather the courage to enter that room again. What century is this? Alright. Off with you now, sweet child of mine. Off with you. Sorry, my cat is a little cleany today. I think we're going to skip that for now. Congratulations, winning bidder. This letter is to congratulate you on winning the auction at the Hungarian automaton. We hope to see your participation in future auctions. Oh! Oh, that's charming. Hey, main character, don't you have anything to say about this? Like, what the fuck? No panic attack? Locked and will not open without a key. Conservatory. Well, at least now the text is fucking working, so... Library. The phone. The record player on the main floor is of a peculiar model. Why? Why do I need a lighter? He uses wax cylinders to play sounds. Cylinder in place plays nothing to put for. If there is one sound I do not like in a horror game, it is a baby crying. Actually, that's a sound I don't think anyone in general likes, because no one likes listening to a baby cry. Or at the very least, no one with a heart. I have not yet gathered the courage to inspect the automaton again. In fact, I am more afraid to do so for every passing day. When I'm laying in my bed at night, unable to escape the thoughts in my head, I hear that whispering voice repeating over and over again. Some nights I hear the floorboards in the hallway creak. The creakings are subtle and far apart, as if someone is slowly walking down the hallway toward my bedroom. I spend most nights deprived of sleep, staring at the door handle, expecting it to turn at any moment. It never does, but I can hear the creaking, lurking closer every night. The gate to the cellar on the main floor is locked by a metal padlock. Good! Nothing good ever happens in the cellar anyway. I would just love the satisfaction of just being able to slam doors shut. Okay, where's... The only door I haven't tested was those big double doors. Okay. Why do I need a lighter? Okay, so far the angel statues haven't done anything to me. Please stay that way. Why did the creep, but even the suit and top hat, even let me out of the cave? Let me out of my cell. I'm not sure what we're looking for in here. Maybe wax cylinders? Astral projection is an out-of-body experience that assumes the existence of an astral body separate from the physical body. Astral projection denotes the astral body leaving the physical body to travel in an astral plane. The idea of astral travel is rooted in common worldwide religious accounts of the afterlife. It is frequently reported in association with dreams and forms of meditation. Patients have reported feelings similar to the descriptions of astral projection induced through various hallucinogenic and hypnotic means. There is no evidence for the contention that one can consciously leave the body and make observations. Attempts to verify these claims have consistently failed in spite of the claims to the contrary. Yeah, they've given me a lot of lantern oil for something that doesn't that has for a custom story that's not needed a whole lot of lantern oil. The silver cord is mentioned by mystics in the context of dying and astral projections. It is the tether between your astral spirit and your physical self. It is said that the cord must remain connected during the astral projection because if it breaks, the projector will die. Again, what century is this? Oh. No, I'm going to wait until I know what it does. A week has passed since my last entry. I don't know the last time I slept. Dreams and reality have mended together into an undefinable liquid, and now I can't tell one from the other. As I am in my bedroom writing this, I can hear a woman wailing in pain from the darkness of the hallway. The wailing is sometimes interrupted by an unearthly cry, as if to beckon me like a siren from the sea. She is begging me to help her. Maybe you should ask her what she wants before you make any assumptions about what she wants to eat. Come on, we all know what she wants. She wants the flesh of children, obviously. And that's probably why my little brother was kidnapped. Okay, now we know what that button is for. Oh, there's a time limit. So we have to find the other buttons. Alright, there's two. Spamming the interact button. I found two. There must be a third one. Ah. This? Wait, why didn't that work? Is there a specific order? My gut instinct just told me, dude, shut that fucking door. Yesterday was the day I finally managed to enter the prop room. Not out of courage, but out of desperation. The automaton was not sitting where I left it. It was sitting by the board with the pointing stick in hand. I took a few steps back toward the door. Then it suddenly started to tap its ick at the board of letters to once again spell out the word hungry. A mysterious substance started to emerge from the corners of the room. The substance was pitch black and had both the characteristics of smoke and liquid. It was slithering on the floor toward me like the bed of serpents. When they reached me, it started crawling up my body until my entire side of view was engulfed in darkness. I was unable to move. Suddenly the darkness lifted, and I found myself in a dimly lit chamber, the size of which was hard to estimate. The architecture had the overall look of an old, deteriorated dungeon. From the void, I could hear the faint sound of dripping water. That's when I saw a shadowy figure. I knew instantly that it was her. She was standing, motionless in a basin of water, with large pipes sticking out of the ceiling above. The only sign that time was even flowing was the dozens of floating pale corpses, the corpses of children. She lifted her arms toward the ceiling pipes and whispered hissingly in a foreign language. Blood started streaming out of the pipes and showered her while she was screaming euphorically. I could feel the ravenous hunger practically radiating off her as I watched the blood flowing down her gray face. The blood of the innocent, the blood of the pure. Dark substance emerged again and all faded to black. I woke up on the floor back at the prop room in a pool of my own sweat, shaking like an orphan in the cold. I now know what she wants me to do. I just don't think I can do it. Okay, not messing with that key yet. Do that. Because we should be at the point where messing with that key might trigger something to happen. I think. Dear Mr. Campbell, despite our previous reminders, we still have not received any payment or response for you, Mew. Therefore, we regret to inform you that if we do not obtain the payment in full within 4 months, we will have no other alternatives but to undertake court actions against you in order to retrieve the debt amount. If you have any questions regarding the current situation, please do not hesitate to contact us, Denver Bay. I don't want to grab that key right now. Oh, this means nothing good. Music stopped playing. It's too quiet now. Okay, what the fuck? Second floor key. I don't like this area. That's probably a good reason why. Why did I go in there? Yeah, look at how dark it is in this fog here. Yeah, I think we're gonna give this room a pass. And that one a pass. Laboratory. Observatory. The door to the observatory on the second floor is sealed with a mechanical locking device. We need to figure out the combination. And it looks like it uses symbols for it. Alright, down to the rooms that I wanted to avoid. Ugh. Shut up! Archives. Ugh, billiard room.
Despite our previous reminders, we still have not received any payment or response from you. Therefore, we regret to inform you that if we do not obtain the payment in full within 4 months, we will have no other alternatives but to undertake court actions against you in order to retrieve the debt amount. If you have any questions regarding the current situation, please do not hesitate to contact us.
This guy is a raging alcoholic. Maybe sell off some of this shit, this alcohol. Oh, this hallway's... I haven't eaten for days. Every time I try to swallow, I feel a clutching force around my throat. She wants me to starve like I'm starving her. She's everywhere and she is relentless. Even now, as I'm aping this, I can feel her cold hands upon my shoulders. I don't even bother turning around anymore. Would a bullet through my temple really end this? I wonder, would she be on the other side waiting for me? In either case, too much of a coward to pull the trigger. It's perfectly clear to me that there are only two possible outcomes to this new reality I find myself in. If the lamb tries to fight off the lion, one may admire his courage, but not his judgment. Sometimes I snap out of these attempts to justify myself if I were to choose to do her bidding. Other times I don't. And like a weak man, you're gonna choose the bad ending. I'm guessing this is where photos will be developed. Of course! You really gotta admire the work of these conversion mods. Locked and it will not open without a key. This won't open. Okay. Some nights are made for reflection and savoring of loneliness. Last night was one of those nights. The lamppost casts an entourage of lights dancing across the puddles on the street. The dense fog made me feel very anonymous, in which in turn reminded me that these shadowy events are invisible to the world. I have never felt more alone. In a poorly lit street corner, I saw an orphan girl begging for change. She had red, wavy hair and slanted green eyes. Her face was dirty and held the look of defeat. With a simple sleight of hand, I managed to make her giggle. Pure of heart, she followed me home. Wavy-haired child, through your sacrifice, my name lasts eternal. Bro, really? Well, looks like we may have to go into the archives. Damn it. I really didn't feel like it. Enough for today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification icon and share this video with someone who might enjoy the series. Not gonna lie, I was not actually expecting that. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye. What the fuck?